Good morning and welcome to your reading for Wednesday, January 21st. I want to give a little shout out to my cousin whose birthday today. But today I think we're going to go with the Mermaid and Dolphins Tarot. I think that's what they are. Are they tarot or are they oracle cards? They're oracle cards. I really like the oracle cards. For me, they resonate a little bit more with me, the oracle cards. So I'm just going to ask Creator and Spirit to give messages for the collective for January 21st, 2026. What can the collective overall energy for January 21st? Okay. So, positive energy. Surround yourself with positive people and situations and avoid negativity. So this is for Wednesday, January 21st. And self-forgiveness. Letting go of old guilt and remembering you're God's perfect child. So overall energy is to feel that positivity. I do feel like that is something that you are very open to. I see that beautiful green light that's around in the water there, as well as the self-forgiveness. So being open to forgiving self. It's a really good one to let go of that guilt or shame, things that might be coming up for you at this time. Just being totally open to letting that go. And what I'm seeing here is alchemy. Alchemy has come out as well, so that you have mastered how to transmute all of this energy through this self-forgiveness. I almost feel like this is almost a newer thing that you are noticing about yourself, that you're able to alchemize your own, the healing that you're giving yourself, like pouring into yourself. That's almost what this reminds me of when I see this mermaid here. It's like she's pouring into herself, alchemizing those things that have hurt you in the past, and changing it into this positive energy. So we see that there. And now again, we have music for manifesting. Yesterday the card, it's funny, it's coming out this way again today. Music for manifesting. So this is how they came out, where again the music for manifesting is in the reverse. I'm not a big fan of reading cards in the reverse, but sometimes the way they come out too, it's like there's a message in itself. So music for manifesting. To manifest rapidly, think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. So this always reminds me of mantras, and recently, with the new moon in Capricorn, we did some intention setting for the year and what it is we want to bring into our lives. And there's this saying, and I've talked about it before here on the channel, is about I do wonderful work for wonderful pay, and it comes from that book, The Game of Life and How to Play It. And I really quite like that one. So maybe you could be singing that to yourself, humming that to yourself. Whatever it is that you want to bring into fruition, or maybe you're just even being called to sing, use your voice a little bit more. I know when I've done workshops in the past for various different organizations and groups, and especially for young people, because I think for young people it's really great, but for any age, make up whatever it is that you want to bring into your life, and make a little jingle about it. I think this is kind of this alchemization that we do when we can, so this is what's really coming to mind, is when we can distract ourselves from the fear or from whatever it is that we happen to be going through. For me in my life anyways, I've used the music So I would say a little jingle to myself, and when I wanted to distract myself away from something else. So something that I didn't want to think about, something that I knew that it didn't matter how much I thought about it, it wasn't going to change the situation. So now I can just kind of lovingly release those things that I get worried about, and and just let them be. And now you can sing a little jingle to yourself. So I just sing to myself, I do wonderful work for wonderful pay. And then right up behind that, we have Waves of Prosperity. So this is the card that's coming in the center of the reading. Waves of prosperity, new abundance, and exciting opportunities wash over you now. So we have waves of prosperity that are flowing into you. We have that directly underneath the self-forgiveness. So all of the work that you have been doing on yourself, and that love that you have been pouring, this is what I see. It's like she's cradling her heart, that you are pouring the love into yourself. And by doing this, you're creating waves of prosperity. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with this. It's such a beautiful card here. Moving from the blues into this beautiful pink and purple coloring. And again, we have mother healing, and it says, as your feelings toward your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. And behind that, it says you're being helped. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see the results yet. So, mothering yourself and forgiving any mother wounds that you have. When I think of mother wounds, this does absolutely talk about being in that place of healing or receiving, being feeling worthy enough to receive just through being. This was a really hard one for me. I went to post-secondary forever. I have 12 years of post-secondary education behind me. I could have been, a doctor or a lawyer or something like that by now. But it's healing that mother wound that really does impact how you feel about yourself, and being able to be open to receive the waves of prosperity. So these kind of came out together, all three of these. And it says that if we're able to help to heal ourselves through that mother wound, that we can begin to just be open to receiving, just simply through being who you are, that unconditional love. I just love these cards. I'm going to get 3 more to see what messages that we have for our immediate future for Wednesday, January 21st. I'm going to take all 3 of these. And right after mother healing, we have father healing. And it says your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. And behind that is, yes, your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. And the final one is a new dawn. The worst is now behind you, and positive new experiences are on the horizon. So when I put these down, I look at, even just looking at the rose here, the positive energy, the music for manifesting, I do feel that there is something around music in terms of healing your own heart, and allowing for any issues or any things that you're holding on to from the past, father-related issues, to be able to give them to heaven, to allow for you to almost parent yourself. Again, it says you are being helped here, so I feel like the spirit guides and the angels, and maybe you have a mother beyond, a mother and a father who have moved on into spirit, who are really here. And I see this mother healing right beside you are being helped. So maybe you have a mother figure who is really helping you in the spirit world. But maybe it's just healing any kind of mother and father wounds that you have. As you do this, it says that your intuition is becoming stronger. When it says yes, as you do this, as you continue with your mother healing and your father healing, that a new dawn is on the horizon. We see this here with this beautiful sun in the background. And when you begin to, when I look at this card, it reminds me of the Six of Swords, where it says the worst is now behind you and positive new experiences are on the horizon. So you're leaving behind kind of a tumultuous situation and moving on into this bright, beautiful new way of living and being, where the waters are much more calm. Beautiful. Okay, so I think I'm gonna get some Lenormand. Let's see what Lenormand is saying for the collective for January 21st. Any messages, any further messages for the collective coming for January 21st? Any clarification, any advice to give to the collective at this time? Okay. So the first card that come out is Clouds. It's almost like she's holding an umbrella of clouds. So we have the number 6, and beside that we have the number 7, which is the snake. So to me, when I look at the snake, it's about healing. Even it being the number 7, spirituality. That number 7 being spirituality. And here, though, 6, it's like she's very content holding that cloud above her. It's like that is some kind of a protection. So maybe it's like, kind of gives me the Hanged Man energy where, she's taking the time out. She's taking the time out to reflect on all of the things that may be influencing her life. But she's getting healing from that with this snake. And through that healing, we see the key here. We see master number 33, which is again 33 equals 6. But master number 33 actually doesn't break down, so it stays at that master number, and it is the key. It is the number to the Ascended Masters. So, allowing for those things to be healed from the past. And then we see this woman here. So to me, representing the divine feminine, doing this healing, which is really the overall messaging of the whole entire reading, is to allow for this healing, letting go of those things from the past, the things that no longer serve you. And as you do that, you are open to receiving with that divine feminine, and you are being given the key to your prosperity, as we see this in the waves of prosperity in the center of the reading. What a beautiful, beautiful reading for January 21st. Happy birthday. All right. So thank you so much for joining me today, and we will see you back here again tomorrow. Take good care.